Hey guys, so I know it's been a couple weeks since we would have talked about the present subjunctive, and I wanted to make sure that we got a chance to review that together before your test on Thursday. So let's just take a look at it. I've got a couple slides here, and I don't think it will take us very long to review it. So if you'll remember, the present subjunctive is just one more tense that we have added to the tenses that we know. And to form the present subjunctive, we just do 3 easy steps. So step 1, we put the verb in the yo form of the present tense. Once we've done that, we remove the o from the ending. And the last step is we just add the opposite ending. So here is what that would look like, depending on whether it's an AR, ER, or IR verb. Zoom in here a little bit. So if it's an AR verb, like hablar, you're just going to put the opposite endings on it. So you're going to go to the yo form, habló, you take off the O, and you add the opposite ending. So it ends up being hablé, hablés, hablé, hablemos, hablan. For comer and vivir, you go to the yo form, so you'd end up with como and vivo. You drop the O, and then you add the opposite endings. And for this case, they both get A endings, or the endings that would have gone on AR verbs in the present tense. So you have coma, comas, coma, comamos, coman, viva, vivas, viva, vivamos, vivan. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is that when you do go to that yo form in the present tense, some verbs are irregular in the yo form. So a verb like decir, in the yo form, it's digo. So you would want to make sure that you go to digo first before you drop the O, and then you add your endings. So digo, diga, digas, digamos, digan, whoever your person is, you match it to that. All right, so let's just look at some examples here. If your subject is yo, and you have the verb patinar, to skate, then you're going to go to the yo form of the present tense. So patino. You're going to get rid of the O. Then you're going to add the opposite ending. So since it was an AR verb, you're going to add an E to the end, patine. With the subject ella and the verb comer, again, we just go to the yo form of the present tense. We get rid of the O, and then we add the opposite ending. So we end up with coma. With the subject nosotros and tener, we go to the yo form of the present tense. So we end up with tengo. And then we're going to get rid of the O, just like we did before, and add our opposite ending. And since this was an ER verb, it's going to be an A ending. So, tengamos. We'll do just a couple more here. If your subject is ellos, your verb is escribir. We're going to go to the yo form, escribo. We get rid of the O, and then add the opposite ending. Escriban. And for the last one, if your subject is to, and you want to use the verb poner, you go to the yo form. Remember that poner is a go verb, so we end up with pongo. We get rid of that O, then we add the opposite ending, so pongas. Your test on Thursday will have 3 different parts. Part of your test will be over the subjunctive, which is what we just reviewed today. So make sure that you know how to conjugate verbs into the subjunctive tense. The second part of the test will be over hacer plus time. So if you haven't already taken quiz 21, once you do that, you'll see how the test will be set up. You'll be organizing the sentences. You'll be unscrambling sentences to make the correct expressions with hacer plus time. And then the last part of the test will be over the vocabulary from list 3.3. So the parts of the body, verbs, and things related to the medical field. So make sure you review all of that stuff and you should be good for your test. Before you take your test, I also just wanted to remind you that this is a closed book test. So make sure that you study really hard and then put all of your books away. Make sure that all of the information is coming from your own memory, not anybody else's. I talked about integrity before. Just keep in mind that as you take this test, you're showing what you know and what you're able to do. So if for any reason you get a low score on this, it's 100% okay to retake it. It's really easy. You don't have to do anything. Just send me an email and let me know that you would like to retake it. Of course, you can study a little bit and review the material that you feel like you missed, and then you can take it again. So retaking a test is super easy. Keep in mind that I will have to review the test since they're being done on Canvas. So if you see an initial score that Canvas gives you and it's a little bit scary, just keep in mind that I might be giving partial points back, or there might even be instances where Canvas took the point away from you completely when you should have had the whole point. Maybe you just misspelled the vocabulary word by one word. So please wait until after I've reviewed your test and given you your official score before you do ask for a retake. But once you do see what your score is, then you can go ahead and request a retake if you want. So I'll try to get those grades out to you by the next day after you've taken the quiz or the test so that you know what to do. So please just be patient with me as you wait to find out how you did. I know a lot of you guys want to know as soon as possible, so I will try to be quick with that. So good luck on your test. I hope that it goes really well. Buena suerte. Adios, amigos.